I just found out that my boyfriend is related to me.
Oh, wait, what? Sorry. Could you repeat that, please?
So I just found out that my boyfriend is related to me.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, well, you don't even know what,
Okay,
it might be,
right.
We'll see. Okay,
please continue.
all right, so I have an older half-sister, Vanessa, 39, female. My mother, 54, female, had Vanessa when she was only 15. Vanessa's father wanted nothing to do with her. He even beat my mother to try to induce a miscarriage. Damn.
Jesus.
Yeah. All right, my mother was kicked from her parents' house and they took Vanessa. My mother was homeless and she was able to still finish high school. She went to college and met my father. They got married and had me right after they graduated college. My mother sued her parents for custody and she was able to get Vanessa back, who had problems because our grandparents were abusive towards Vanessa.
Jesus Christ.
This woman is not living a good
terrible.
life. Vanessa ran away at 15 and we never heard from her since. Well, I continued with my life. I got a corporate job, which I focused on more than my love life. I've only been in 2 relationships. My baby daddy, who left me when he found out I was pregnant. He went to prison and was killed there.
What?
Yeah, right?
This person's life, man.
And I had a girlfriend who ended it ever since she went to prison. She was actually going to adopt my son, 7 months old, but then 2 days before I gave birth, she was arrested. Ever since, I've only been focused on my job and son. Well, 3 years ago, I was transferred across the country due to my job, so me and my son moved from my relatives, and to be honest, I love it better where I'm at now. A few days after settling there, I met my boyfriend Miguel, 23 years old, who was 20 at the time. He was an intern as a part-time job during college. Our relationship started as a fling, but then it got serious. I ended up pregnant and had my second son, 2 months old, and now I'm currently pregnant again, 7 months. She is busy. Okay. My oldest son recognizes Miguel as his father. The thing about Miguel is that he was adopted and knew his whole life we're Hispanic and his parents are white. He also was definitely mixed with something. He was told that his birth mother was Hispanic, so his father was most likely another race. Last year, Miguel did an ancestry DNA test, which he found out he was half Hispanic and half Chinese. After the DNA test, he was interested in finding his birth parents. He had the contact information at 18, but was not interested at the time. Well, he was able to get his birth mother's name, Vanessa Garcia.
Bro, there's no...
Yeah, right? I joked,
Really?
Yeah. Listen, I joked that my half-sister had the same name, but we looked at the medical report, which gave the information about Vanessa, and it showed that Vanessa was a minor, age 16, who signed away her rights and left no contact info. I'm sorry, are you thinking the same thing?
Yeah, that's crazy. This is a true story, right?
This is a true story.
I want to make sure that the people out there know, like, this is a true story.
This is true, yeah.
Jesus.
No father was listed. I did an ancestry DNA test which confirmed that the 2 Vanessas were the same, meaning Miguel is my nephew.
Oh!
She even said, I feel nauseous typing this.
Oh my goodness.
Could you
Poor
imagine?
woman, man. Could you, like, everything that happened from
the
very beginning,
abuse and everything.
she finally finds this guy and then he turns out to be
her nephew.
That's crazy.
There's more though. She said, I don't know what to do. The only people who know are me, Miguel, and the doctor. I went to the doctor after because me and Miguel have a son together and a daughter on the way. He also just adopted my son. So like right now, right from that, like there can be so many problems that happen with the baby.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, well, just keep reading.
Okay,
just keep
right.
reading.
There's only a little bit left. My doctor told me that my relationship with Miguel was likely a result of genetic sexual attraction, which occurs when you're separated from your family member who you likely never met or never remember meeting, or even just being separated for many years. Tests were run on our son and daughter inside me, and there's nothing wrong with them. Oh, okay, so that's good.
I mean, even in the back in the day, you know, like they would on purposely try to like not get married outside of their family.
Yeah, like even the
in,
royal
Egypt,
family,
like the Cleopatra days. You know.
So even though we found out that we are aunt and nephew, we are still in love. Miguel is.
Wait, so they're still together?
Yeah. I mean, they have like kids and stuff together now, so like.
Love is beautiful, man.
You can't.
You know.
I guess you can't separate the family.
Wait, what if that happened to you though?
Miguel is currently staying at a hotel, but to be honest, I really want him back after we talked and we felt the same way. I don't know what to do. I'm just so confused.
Okay. okay, that's crazy. Let's just hypothetically.
Okay.
Let's just say.
All right, let's
say that you were in a relationship and you found out that you guys were related.
I mean, you go first. What would you do?
Why don't you want to answer it?
You go first. I don't know.
Ask you first. Please.
I feel like it would be really tough. Like, especially if you're already in love. But I don't know if I personally could keep going. Now that I know, like, if you just imagine like Thanksgiving and everybody comes and then you guys are just showing up together. Like, I don't know. What about you?
I'm not answering it.
What do you mean you're not gonna?
No. Okay, so
Wait.
can you explain it to me so I can like
Okay.
I can imagine it in my head?
You meet this girl.
Okay.
You guys get on. Y'all fall in love. You
How does she
adopt
look
her.
like?
I mean, same story. You adopt her kid.
How does
you
she
guys,
look like?
Huh?
How does she look
She's
like?
gorgeous. I mean, if you're dating her, I assume she's gorgeous,
Okay,
beautiful.
okay.
She matches you.
Okay.
You love her. You're in love.
Okay.
And you even adopt her kid, and now you guys have like a kid and a baby on the way. You're a dad. You've always wanted to be a dad. But then you find out she's you find out that she's your aunt.
I shoot myself in the face.
You shoot yourself in the. I mean, but your kids have no problems, and
Dude, that's so hard, you know. But then I guess if I'm in her shoe, at that point, what are you gonna do? You know, you guys have kids together.
that's what makes it complicated. I feel like if they were just dating, it's easy to be like, okay, maybe we shouldn't do this, but they already have kids.
Yeah, honestly, like if I was in her position, like all jokes aside, I think if I was in her position or the guy's position, I think as much as it's weird in today's world, you know, I would probably, it's best to raise kids in a two-parent household, you know, and I would do it not only because, like they mentioned it, they still love each other, right? So not only for the love, but I think for the kids, I think it's important that they stick together as a team, even though, sure, they might be distant cousins, but I think it's important to stick as a team and try to raise the kids properly. You know?
I agree. All right, so I have a question for you. So only her, Miguel, and the doctor know. So one, would you tell anybody else? And two, would you ever tell your kids? Because obviously they're gonna want to know where their family comes from, and you know, or what if they do a DNA test in the future and find out like, oh, my parents are.
I think some things are better kept a secret. You know, some things.
Well, it's one of those family secrets.
If it's destiny, maybe they might find it out themselves.
Okay.
But I don't think there's any reason to tell your kids that. You know, there are secrets that your kids have. You have with your parents.
Of course,
you can't tell everything to your parents.
Yeah.
Same thing. You know, I think a parent can also have like, you know, I don't know. Maybe once they're older, maybe you can open up at that point. But like they're 8 years old, and I was like, hey, you know what? You're 8. Okay, I'm your dad.
Yeah.
You know what? You know your dad? We're fucking related. Did you know that? Like it would be like traumatizing. But maybe once they're older, you know, I think that's when you can kind of tell.
But like, what does the kid even call? Like, you're like, oh, here's your lunch for school. Thanks, Uncle Daddy. Like, what is he supposed to say to you? Like,
Uncle.
I'm gonna go in here and read off some of the comments that people were saying. So someone said, if this were me, I would just take it to the grave. Don't tell anyone. You already have 2 kids with him. Y'all both want the same thing. Kind of agreeing with what you said. Yeah. Someone said that like after this, her and Miguel should not consider having any more kids together, like just because of like risk of genetic disorders and stuff, which is true. Let's see. A lot of people seem to be like decently okay with it as long as you just keep it a secret.
Because they came too far. They already have like kids together.
Yeah, most people seem to be worried about just like diseases and genetic disorders.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about the kids, right? They're the priority.
But I have a story that's really similar to this.
No way. Yeah. Vaughn, please don't tell me that.
It's not me. It's not me.
You,
not me. Yeah. So back when I was in high school, I had a girlfriend at the time. I was like a junior in high school. And she had a brother who was gay. Well, he's still gay, but like she had a brother that was gay.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. And he started dating this guy, and they were dating for like 8 months or something like that. And you know, like we would go on double dates. Like, of course, they were having sex, hooking up, doing everything that couples do. And one time they had to go off for some like family reunion or something. So I didn't see, you know, my girlfriend and her brother for like the weekend.
Right.
And when they came back, I found out that the 2 boys broke up. And I was like, oh, what happened?
Okay.
Turns out that when they got to the family reunion, the boy was also there.
No.
And they found out they were cousins.
No
and they,
fucking way.
Yeah, and they just been like fucking and doing everything. Like,
No.
so yeah, but you know what was crazy? Even
What?
after that, they also still tried to work it out and like date. So they didn't break up just because they were cousins.
Wait, okay, so you're in high school, you're a junior in high
I
school.
was a junior in high school.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you had a girlfriend that you would double date.
Yeah.
And then they came to the same family reunion?
Yeah.
Jesus. Bro.
So they turned out that they were cousins. And like I said, once we got back to school, they got back together. It just didn't work out, but maybe it's a little different because they're both guys. Like they can't procreate. I don't know if that makes it any better.
Well,
like,
they don't have to worry about genetic stuff.
True, but like still, like you're,
You know what I mean?
still your
You don't have to
cousin
worry
at
about
the end
that.
of the day. I don't know.
I think it's a little bit better, to be honest.
I guess. I don't know what's the lesser evil in this situation.
I don't know, but I mean, well, the moral of the story of this Reddit post is that, you know, I think the people in the comments agree as well. I think just focusing on trying to keep the family strong and raising the kids is a priority, I think.